get you updated on our current prices with quotes provided by Bar Chart. Let's start with corn. Corn started out higher this morning. And of course, we have the big quarterly stocks report and the planted acreage report coming out at 11 o'clock Central Time today. So a lot of traders are going to get to the point where they're just sitting on their hands before the report comes out, once they get all their positions evened up where they want to be. And that's evident now. We had a higher overnight trade in the corn. That was in spite of the crop condition ratings going up 1 point on the good to excellent rating on corn and soybeans. And right now, July corn unchanged. You have September now down just 1/4 cent, 1 tick lower at 328.5. December is up 1/2. And last trade, 335.25, by the way. On the soybean trade, now here you have the August contract 1 3/4 higher at 863.25, and November is 2 higher at 863.5. And moving into the report, we have the Chicago wheat showing September a penny higher at 487.5. In the Kansas City hard red winter wheat, here you have the September up a penny at 437.5. Minneapolis spring wheat trade, right now you have the September 2.5 higher at 512.25. In the cotton market, you currently have the October contract 42 points higher, and you have the active December contract down 12 points at 59.51 per pound out there. Well, I want to go to the phone and welcome a regular contributor here. Ben Hushon is with the mill in Whitehall, Maryland, and he joins us right now. So with everything else going on here, Ben, agriculture continues to march forward. Where does that put you now in the growing season? What are the farmers focusing on?
Good morning, Marlin, and that is well said. Agriculture, just like they did this spring when everything began, they have to continue to move on, helping grow food for people. Generally, in our part of the world, it's gotten warm. It's more like a typical June, July weather. Generally drier, just some scattered storms, no big fronts coming through, which is just what Tim Ross said last week. Pretty much what's on everybody's mind in our part of the world right now is small grain. Take us back to a conversation you and I had after Mother's Day. We had a stretch of cold weather, several pretty significant frost, and remember talking earlier about some barley fields that we thought we were going to, and were, in fact, total losses. Some of the other folks that had better-looking barley are telling me stories the last 2 days about the yield monitors kind of telling the story, anywhere from 20 bushel to 130 bushel in the same field. Similar variety, similar planting time, just who got protected for some frost or who did not. The thing that is consistent is maybe some of the biggest straw yields that folks have ever seen. So pretty interesting. Quality poor on grain. Very little chance of getting it cleaned and replanted or get it certified to replant. But certainly not a total loss. Straw's pretty valuable in the Northeast.
Well, Ben, thank you. I appreciate that. Very educational stuff, as always, and look forward to our next report with you next week. Ben Hushon happens to be with the mill in Whitehall, Maryland, and he provides us updates on what's going on in the Mid-Atlantic region with agriculture each and every week at this time. We'll pause right here for a quick break. We'll come back, and I'll get you updated on our livestock trade after this.